So this is my honest, unsponsored, unpaid review of the Max Lens Mod 2.0, which was released with the GoPro Hero 12. Is it something you should get? Is it worth it? Or should you just stick with the GoPro Hyperview, which is also pretty wide? Now, first, let's start off with the price. I paid here in Norway. I know it's listed for like $100 on GoPro's website, but here in Norway, I paid $140 for this because of the differences, the currency differences. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive for me, and I'm not really sure if it's worth it. So this video is just going to be a sample video of what you can expect when you get a Max Lens Mod. You want to ride a motorcycle, something like that, and you want to have the Max Lens Mod maybe because it's a wider field of view, which you might prefer when you ride your motorcycle, just like I do. The first thing is that you cannot film in 5.3K, which we knew already. So you can film in 4K up to 60 FPS, and you can film in 1080p. So in 1080p it's up to 120 FPS, so not even a 2.7K resolution at 120 FPS. Or even 60 FPS. I don't see why that shouldn't be possible, but you know, GoPro decided to not let us have that. But a good thing though is that you can actually you can film in 10-bit. You can shoot 10-bit videos in 4K regardless of the lens types, regardless of the settings, and so on. Now, talking about lens types, we have 3 different lens types when you have the Max Lens Mode, which is good, but it's also awful because you're only going to end up using one. So if we take a look at this wide clip here, this in my opinion does not look good at all because it's no wider than, you know, a super view on the GoPro, or wide on the GoPro. It's a little bit wider than the wide on the GoPro, but I think you get what I mean. That's one of the field of use that you're not going to use, or lens types I mean, because it's not wide. It looks really bad. It looks bad. And talking about super view, which is the next one, which I was the most excited about because it's slightly wider than the hyperview on the GoPro itself, but it's not as wide as hyperview with the Max Lens Mod. But when I tested it, oh man, those curves, that super view really reminds me of tiny planets. And when I want tiny planets, I go to my X3 because the X3 is the best at making tiny planets. And I don't want that with my GoPro, nor is the GoPro capable of doing that. It just simulates it with the edges, and it looks awful. It looks awful. I don't know if you agree with me. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, but I think this looks like trash. Now, that leaves us with one field of view, one lens type left, which is the one that I'm shooting with right now, which is hyperview. And this, in my opinion, looks amazing. It is super nice and it's super wide, it's evened out, it's not too much curved like the super view, and this is really perfect if you're doing motor vlogs or riding your motorcycles, whatever you want to do. If you go on hikes, you know, as long as you have some distance from yourself. Here's another shot in hyperview, by the way. So as you can see here, I'm filming myself and my son, and I am just Mr. Banana in this clip. It does not look good. But if we fast forward a little bit and take a look at the clip when I have extended the selfie stick a little bit more, it actually looks awesome. Though there is some issues with the exposure here, I think, in my opinion, it might have been angled a little bit too much towards the sky. I don't know, but this is easily fixable with tilting the camera a little bit further down. So yeah, hyperview is amazing. This is what you're gonna get. If it's worth it or not, that's gonna be completely up to you. I can only see one use case for this right now, and that is when I'm on my motorcycle, or if I'm doing other things. You know, actually, take a look at this clip. Hyperview, it looks nice, but it looks weird as well. So on the motorcycle here, when I'm riding and you know, enjoying my ride, it looks nice. And one of the things is that it creates a footage, it creates a look that I want to go back and watch myself, compared to, let's say, super view or wide, because it doesn't look good. And that's one of the main things that you also need to consider when you buy accessories or when you buy a camera. Do you want to watch this yourself? Is the angle, is the wide width of the clip, is, you know, is the field of view, is it good? Do you enjoy watching it? Well, then, you know, get it. If you don't get it. I think that is the main thing that you should consider when you're looking to get a camera or accessories or whatnot. So I think we're just gonna call it off there. This was mainly to give you an idea of how this looks and show you the footage coming from the GoPro Max Lens Mod 2. You can decide for yourself whether or not you like it, whether or not you will find it useful for your type of videos. Is this something that you're gonna get or not? It's gonna be completely up to you. So there you have the GoPro Max Lens Mod 2.0 in a nutshell. These are the features that you get. This is what looks good and this is what looks bad. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Max Lens Mod 2.0. What is the use cases for it and how would you be using it if you got it? And if you're certain that you're gonna get it, or if you already have it, how are you using it? How have you been using it so far and how will you use it in the future? Let me know in the comments section below, guys. And with that said, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, give me a